Last episode we struggled big time and fell back down the table, but two huge January signings have given the team a boost, and now it's time to get back to it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respect the Jeff, and I am back here with another episode in this Schalke career. Well, at the end of last episode, we made two big signings, Andrić, the central midfielder, and Koman, the winger. I mean, I think we did a really good job, all things considered. Budget is super tight at this point. We made some good player sales from players who weren't playing much, and I think we did a great job with recruitment to bring in great replacements for them. Hopefully, this is the kind of change we need to turn our form around. It's been awful as of late. With that said, I think we should get straight into the games. Alright, here we go. A reminder of where we're sitting right now. 11th place. All things said and done, not that bad. Obviously, our goal for this season was to avoid relegation. We look on track to do that, but I think we're 6 or 7 games winless at this point through the end of last episode, so we got to do everything we can to turn it around because it's been a slippery slope. Hopefully, our new signings are able to hit the ground running and make an impact right away. Koman first touches of the ball, as well as Andrić, both of them getting involved in the opening seconds of the match here, and we love to see it. Hopefully, both of them are just the forces we need to really tie the team together. We lost a bit of experience, I guess a little bit of a young experience in the form of Malik Chaw leaving our back line to join up with Giants Bayern Munich, and hopefully we can make do without them. We pushed Theo Jaggi into the back line, and we'll see if he can get the job done. Really solid player, especially considering his age, so we continue to churn out new talent here. But really, it's going to come down to if our offense can get firing or not. No matter how many we concede, our biggest problem has been that we just can't score enough. So we rotated around a little bit. We have our new signings in there. Bozdogan features this time, and hopefully it's enough to score some goals, and Huger misses the mark there. That was a perfect opportunity in the middle of the game, and unfortunately for us, still yet to find the back of the net. Although new signing Koman getting involved here, tricky footwork, takes his man on, can't quite get the shot off, but we're starting to see what he is capable of. Very tricky and direct winger. I think we're going to see some goals from him. Obviously, it's a position we have struggled to find goals from. Skripski never really made it happen on the left wing. We've tried Bozdogan out there. We've tried Sane out there. No one's worked out too well. But Koman looks to really have an electric feel about him, and how about that? Takes his man on and takes the game into his own hands. Well, talk about an impact on your debut. Florinel Koman, take a bow, son. He's come out of Romania, and he's looking to make an impression in bigger leagues, and he's really looking to drive this team towards the Bundesliga. He's a young player with tons of potential, and we really want to build a team around a core of these youngsters who really have a ton of potential. It's not like we have any shortage of them outside of the new signings in the team, so hopefully this will be enough to sort of spearhead that movement. Çalhanoğlu, another one of the aforementioned youngsters who's starting to find his way back into the team after injury here, coming on as a sub, and he puts one in. Koman makes it 2 in the 91st minute. Schalke go 2 up, and surely we are on our way to a victory here. Lovely performance from the new signings, lovely performance from the entire team, and that's exactly what we needed here. Definitive victory to break our winless streak, and hopefully this is a sign of better things to come from Schalke. We know what this team can do. We've seen it. Obviously, we took a step up to a new division this year, and it's going to be a little more challenging, but I feel like the future is still bright for us. We got to avoid relegation, we got to build for next season, and then we can make a real promotion push for the following one. Alright, well, new hope after we looked a little better last match at least. It seems like Koman might be the shiny new face of our team. Like I said, on paper, just based off of his rating, he should be one of the best players in the league. It's also worth mentioning that I was playing some of the online career mode matches, and I forgot to change the camera angle for this one. I got so used to it that I didn't even notice, so if anyone was wondering why, that is the reason. We'll be switching the camera around a couple times this episode before ultimately settling back on the broadcast one that I've liked so much for these career mode videos. And as we look for our way through here, Koman is just the center of our attack. Everything is flowing through him. You can see how confident he is taking his man on, and how about that? Absolutely unbelievable. This guy makes it look so easy, and that is another goal in just his second game here, playing off the wing, scoring goals, creating chances. He is something else. What a signing we have on our hands. If he can keep up even close to this kind of form for some sort of period, I think we are looking at a really good finish to the season here. What a goal, and really what a setup to the goal as well. He's just, like I said, so confident on the ball, and he always looks to be making something happen. Chandon looking to link up here, and no one quite ahead of him. But again, the team really overall just looking confident. Fabian obviously an outstanding player on the ball, and we have a couple of those now. Coman driving towards his man, back post in, Farfan finishes. How about that? Florinel Coman at the heart of it all once again. Lovely cross to the back post, and we're starting to see the most of Jefferson Farfan, who, you know, he's been a solid player. He's made, I think, the most appearances for the club over the past 2 seasons overall. He's sort of a mainstay. We just haven't quite seen what we'd expect from a player of his caliber, scoring goals and creating as many chances as we'd expect, but he is chipping in with a fair few this season, and we saw that once again. Opposition getting in our half now, and it's a real test of our defense. Philip Oakes trying to see off his man here, and he does really, really well, the left back. I think it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period without Malik Chaw in the lineup, but hopefully for us, with Theo Jaggi back there and some of the young faces starting to develop and mature a little bit, we will see our defense get back to what it was last season. Obviously, I've mentioned a few times we had the best defense in Division 3, but in Division 2 it's a different story, and we concede once again. It came down to 1 goal. A little bit of a nervy moment here for the team to see if we can hang on for the rest of the game. Another win would be huge for us, but it is a big if. We have more than 1 half left to play. We have everything still to play for here. Jefferson Farfan on the wing, and again in a crossing position, looking to open up the space, and he is looking for the head of Fabian. I think that was running into the box, and nothing really comes of that move. A little bit of desperation there, and we just need to regain the composure we started this game with. Coming up towards halftime now, Huger finds Fabian. He's looking for a little interchange here, finds the overlap for Philip Oakes. Just really patient movement here, trying to create some kind of chance. Top of the box, Fabian Shirley, little dink, goes awry there. We come into the second half, still only 1 goal ahead. Theo Jaggi doing really well and now charging through midfield. A little bit of what we used to see from him playing as a defensive midfielder, but now as a center back, and he is doing a great job so far in his new position. Endrick, the new signing, has the chance off the post. Well, I know he hasn't quite made the highlight reel here, Robert Endrick, but he's more of a box-to-box midfielder. He's been playing a little defensive the last 2 games, but he's winning the ball back. He's moving it around well. Obviously, I cut these games down to just the best chances, so he's not necessarily going to make that, except for that chance he had off the post. But he has also really hit the ground running as one of our new signings. Back post, and Coman again. Unreal, 4 goals in 2 games, and surely that has sealed the deal here for Schalke. Our new star in the making, Florinel Coman. Oh my gosh, what a fantastic performance. You can just see the trust starting to build in this team. When you believe that players are going to get to these balls, you're able to just cross them. I think in a lot of these opportunities earlier, we were just getting a little hesitant. So some of the new faces, or younger faces rather, coming onto the pitch here. Sidi Sane doesn't make too much of an impact. The whistle eventually blows. We see it out. 3-1, a second consecutive victory. What a turnaround in form. And what a difference these new signings have made. Lovely stuff from the team. We absolutely love to see it. All right, well, obviously the talk of the press conference is going to be about Florinel Coman. That's 2 10 out of 10 performances from him back to back. Absolutely unreal from the new signing we've made here as our left winger. He can also play striker, just as a heads up. I mean, we'll have to see how the team unfolds, but he could be one of our longer term options for striker. Obviously, we have Igel Brook in the wings, though, so I wouldn't necessarily expect him to fall out of the running for that spot. Now, I mean, we're up to 9th place, so things starting to look a little better for the team here. We're going to get straight back into action, but in the meantime, if you guys would please consider subscribing to the channel, helps me out a ton. With that said, let's get to it. All right, here we go, back into action. All eyes here on Florinel Coman. 4 goals in 2 games. He's got a lot to live up to. I think if he can even have a fraction of the kind of form he's been having over these last 2 games, we should be on our way to another good result here. I mean, obviously all the talk has been about our new signings, and Florinel Coman has really revolutionized our offense, but I do want to mention that it's been a little disappointing from our captain, Chandon, up top. He's moving the ball around nicely, and he definitely gets some looks in terms of passing and things like that, but he just hasn't really made too much of an impact up top. He's not scoring goals, he's not assisting. I mean, he's our captain, so he's been starting for that reason, but that's about it at this point. Honestly, it might be time to give Eagle Brook a bigger shot in the team and see what he can do, given some more minutes this season. I know I said earlier I didn't want to put too much pressure on him, but if Chandon really continues to struggle in front of goal, it might be a chance for our young striker to get a real chance in the first team here in the second division. He did so well late last season down in the third division. It's been a big step up, and like I've said a few times, I don't necessarily want to put a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but he's shown that he can handle it. He's already scored a few goals this season, so definitely an option for us here. We come into the second half still scoreless, and we are still desperate. Coman, again, the target of a lot of our crosses and really just passing sequences. And with that said, it's Chandon off, Bozdogan on. I'm going to try playing Coman at striker for now and see if he can make a difference. Still yet to get involved too much in the game. Although, to be honest, at this point, that goes for everyone on the team, as we have yet to create too many good opportunities at all in the opposition with a chance in our half. Anyone's game at this point, still scoreless, 0-0. Can someone break the deadlock here? Andrik slips it through for Coman. Some good footwork, but he can't quite get around his man. And unfortunately for us, that's another opportunity gone missing here. Robert Andrik picks out Fabian. Little dink over the top. Coman looking to get his head on it. And again, we just can't convert. 82 minutes in now. Florinel Coman getting involved up top and looking to take on his men. What can he do here? Still going, twisting and turning. Unfortunately, no real outlet here. Andrik, though, looking to play it through again and again. Blocked. Only 5 minutes left in the match. Is there enough to turn the tides here and get ourselves on the score sheet? A win would be huge for our third consecutive. Huger charging through midfield and unfortunately can't quite get through his man. It is a foul, though, and a chance here for us to make one last chance off the free kick, and it is the new signing Coman to step up and take it, and he forces the keeper into a save. 91 minutes gone, and it's all going to come down here to this final corner of the game. Time is almost up. Not too bad at all. It was on target, and he did force the keeper to get a strong wrist on that to keep it out. Now it's Fabian stepping up to take it, and it's short. Bozdogan, chance to clip one in. Bicycle kick goes over the net, and he was offsides anyways, and I think that is the call given here. Eventually, the whistle blows well over the allotted time, but it ends scoreless, 0-0. Unfortunately for us, couldn't get the job done. On the bright side, it's a clean sheet, decent performance from the team, but like I've said several times this season, we need to see more going forwards. Alright, well, straight into action for the second game. Changed the camera around a couple times here, so I missed the kickoff on this one. But we continue here, looking to play out from the back, and Farfan makes a mess of that one, but it goes out for a goal kick regardless. Florinel Coman, unable to score in that last match, obviously 4 goals in his first 2. I don't think it's too much we have to worry about here. Obviously, we didn't create a lot of chances at all last game, but if anyone was going to be the player who looked like making a difference, it was still Coman. He had a couple decent half opportunities here. Marco Fabian now looking to sneak one through. Not bad at all. How about that for the vision? Looking to pick out Chandon, who again, just a little disappointing. I mean, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, see how he does the rest of the game here. But really yet to do much at all this episode, or last episode for that matter. Theo Jaggi with a crack from distance. Coming out of midfield here, Aliou starts in the back for this one, so Theo Jaggi back in midfield here to give a rest to a couple of our tired legs who have been playing all these games. Marco Fabian, though, picks out Chandon. This is his chance. The captain is through, one-on-one with the keeper, and he misses the ball. Well, was he pushed a little bit? I don't know, but 67 minutes into the game here and still yet to make an impact. The captain comes off. Bozdogan coming on, and again, Coman pushed to striker here, looking to make an impact. Played through there by Bozdogan, who's another player really looking to find his footing this season. He's one of our most promising youngsters, super high potential, and he's one we want to keep around for the long haul. So although Fabian has been starting at attacking mid, Bozdogan, we got to find a way to incorporate him in the team because maybe he's not our best option for the short term, with Fabian really being one of our best players this season, but he's one we need to keep around for the future. I don't want to see him leave the club. We'll have to find a way to make him happy in the meantime. A couple more shots coming in here, and again we find ourselves in the 90th minute, still with the scoreline yet to be impacted at all. Sidi Sane puts a cross in, and it's headed away by the defense. Unfortunately for us, that is the last chance of the game. A second consecutive 0-0 tie. You know, not the end of the world, but again, we just got to see more going forwards. Chandon disappointing, no one able to crack the deadlock, and another tie. All right, well, after all of those results, we are still sitting in 9th place. Top half of the table, honestly, not too bad at all. Pushing for promotion was never realistic this season. Surviving relegation was a must. I didn't really think we were under too much threat of that, so I think we're mid-table, probably where we belong. Now, in terms of the player stats, I mean, Shandon is still the club leading scorer. Egal Brook on 5, though, not bad at all. Obviously, Coman 4 not too shabby. Let's see what he can do the rest of this season. With that said, let's get straight back into action. All right, here we go. Mixed bag this episode, but on the bright side, we are technically undefeated after those 2 draws. Not the most exciting results we could have had, but I mean, I'll take it if it means that we continue to gather points up here. Like I said, promotion not really realistic, so any kind of points we can get to just keep ourselves safe and really continue to develop the team the rest of this season, I think is a win for us. Philip Oakes, the left back, getting forwards, and he finds Marco Fabian opening up for a shot. Oh, not too bad at all off the post. How has Farfan not gotten there? Oh, and that is a golden opportunity gone missing. Philip Oakes flying into a challenge again, and Huger eventually gets that one away. Hawkins playing out from the back of the team. I think just looking to start this game a little stronger than we've been. It's been a little lackluster, obviously not scoring goals. Not conceding on the bright side, but we do need to see better from this team in the offensive sense. Trying to look through it again to Coman. He's been our only decent outlet these last couple of games, and he plays through a lovely ball. Philip Oakes, can he cut it back? Yes. Coman taking his man on edge of the area. It's deflected, and it falls to the feet of Andrick, who puts it back across the face of goal. And again, just no one there to really get on the end of these crosses. Fabian, a little bit of improv to beat his man there, and we continue to dominate possession here. Nothing to show for it, though. 35 minutes in. Marco Huger, top of the box. Marco Fabian. Robert Andrick plays it through. Farfan across the face of goal, looking for Chandan, and we can't get there. And again, it is eventually given to the opposition, who looks to break now. Barely touched the ball all half. Oh, but just like that, it's played through. Nielsen, clean through on goal. Philip Oakes can't shake the man off in the back of the net. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. And honestly, I mean, this is the risk we run when we don't convert our chances. We had plenty. First shot on goal for the opposition finds its way in the back of the net. And just like that, we are down. Can't rely on clean sheets the way we've been recently. Philip Oakes looking to play a ball through. Fabian, surely, no, he can't get it off. We are still down here 61 minutes in, and the team really just not good enough. Philip Oakes, a lot of possession on the ball here. Can he put it in? Come on, it's wide of the post. Unbelievable. Well, that's the chance we have been looking for. A golden opportunity in front of goal, and you would not peg a player of his caliber to miss a chance like that. In the box, it's a second. Unreal stuff. Well, we dominated possession stats. We had plenty of chances, and it's all for naught. We're 2 goals down here. Egelbert coming on. Shandon once again disappointing. I think something's going to have to give here. We might be seeing a little bit more of Egelbert in the future if he can make some kind of impact in this game. And speak of that, here we go. Egelbert mugs it off the defender. Oh, it's in the back of the net. Lovely stuff. Not necessarily the prettiest goal you're going to see, but he took full advantage of it, and the young striker does look hungry for goals. Not enough in the end. 2-1 the final result. We do suffer defeat eventually, but I think something's got to change here. A couple talking points in terms of our strikers. Not good enough from Coman again, and let's move on. All right, here we go, back in action again. No time to waste. The team in search of a better result than our last 3. I just haven't been able to find the wins, or the goals for that matter, in our last 3 games. The only goal that's been scored was that solo effort by Egelbrook. Who gets the start for this game? Chandan been very disappointing, so our young striker. Gets the chance up top. I mean, honestly, whenever we've given it to him in the past, he's stepped up, so hopefully he can do the same in this game. We're going to be playing really just based on merit. Whoever deserves it is going to be getting the starts. Himmelman, unreal save, and really sloppy out of the back. Somehow we get away with it, so I'll take it. But we got to see better from the team here. Hugo Hawkins looking for some sort of outlet. We just have yet to find our gear in this game here. Robert Andrick plays it forward for Egelbrook. No options ahead of him, just starts to run into this space and looking for a way through. Huger spends too long on the ball, and again, not flowing well enough from our offense here, not creating the kind of chances we want. On the bright side, defense more or less hanging in there. Maybe speaking a little too soon with the chance coming in. Himmelman makes the save, but the scoreline remains level. Obviously 2 clean sheets before the last game, so we are hanging in there decent, but there you have it. We concede again, and it's the risk we run when we play this poorly here. We're not controlling possession, we're not creating chances, and it's just been poor. Nothing Himmelman can do about that. He already made an outstanding save or two, and that's just down to overall lackluster team performance rather than the goalkeeper. Little dink over the top, and Fabian looks to have the chance. Egelbrook makes the most of that, and it comes back into the area, and again, header at the keeper, this time from Fabian. We just can't convert. Coming up towards halftime now, and another chance coming in our direction, conceding a lot of possession and chances here, and it's in the back of the net again. 2-0, unreal. And the team's starting to slip up big time here. I thought we had gotten a big boost here at the beginning of the episode. Coman hit the ground running. The team looked really high on confidence, but just like that, we are back to getting ourselves beaten in some of these games here. It's not been good enough, and we are right at the halftime whistle now. 45 minutes played through. Egelbrook, surely, chance just blasted over the net. Egelbrook, I mean, it hasn't quite been the best performance we've seen in the first half here, but it has been better, at least from what we've seen from Chandan the last few games. Another chance coming in and not too far from being a third here. Honestly, we've been dominated. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat this kind of performance. Himmelman called into action once again, 81 minutes, and we've barely even had a sniff at goal. So substitutes coming on. Sidi Sane again had a very disappointing season, has done almost nothing. I mean, I've given him plenty of substitute chances, but we're going to continue to throw numbers at it and try our youngsters out. Florinel Coman took the first man on, couldn't beat the second, and individual brilliance is not going to be enough here. 2-0, a resounding defeat, very, very poor from the team, and we just have to see better. I mean, I know we're not under big threat of relegation this season, but looking forward to next, we got to do better than this. Alright, well, after that disappointing defeat, it's time to go into our next match with a little bit of change. Something's got to happen here. We're back down to 12th. Taking a look at the team lineup here, I'm going to try something a little out of the box. We're going with a 4-3-3. I'm going to try Fabian as our false 9 with Coman and Farfan looking to cut inside. Let's see if it pays off. In the meantime, if you guys want to check out the squad, go to respectthejeff.com, check out the Schalke tab. You can see the up-to-date stats and give me recommendations on who you would like to see starting and where. With that said, let's get back to action in hope of better results. Alright, here we go, switching things up. Like I said, something's got to change. We're going to make the most of the players who have been playing well. Egelbrook, not a slight on him at all, but couldn't quite make an impact last game, and with Chandan really not doing it either. Those are our only two strikers, so I think Coman still deserves a spot on the wing. I don't necessarily want to throw him up top because it's not like we have better options behind him, so we're just going to try Fabian there as a false 9. He gets involved with all the play, lovely passer of the ball, and if we can involve our wingers as more of the goal scorers, maybe it'll pay off. Coman getting involved here, trying to take his man on the wing, closed down though, but he eventually gets to it. Florinel Coman is brought down in the box, whistle blown, it's a penalty kick going Schalke's way. Lovely persistence there from Coman, taking his man on, and he somehow comes out the other side, 3 defenders on him, and wins a penalty kick from it. Now Marco Fabian, our new false 9 for this game, stepping up. Can he convert the penalty kick? He's had a lovely season so far. And can he keep that up? Yes, he goes the right way, and Schalke find themselves in front. Marco Fabian is really looking up to it so far. I mean, on and off, he's had fantastic spurts. He's scored some outrageous goals for us this season. He's been the center of play. He's a little bit streaky of a player. He'll go missing for games and come back, but I think if we can build a system maybe around his strengths, I mean, we just got to step up to the players who are showing what they've got this season, and like I said, just build around them. So we'll see if it pays off come the end of this game, but Marco Fabian has looked incredible so far. Another lovely pass to split the lines here, the defense, and Bozdogan playing as one of the further behind central midfielders, and like I said earlier, we're trying to get the most of him this season. Fabian looking for the clever outlet, doesn't quite come off, but we love to see the confidence at least back in this team. And now back in our direction, we just got to make sure we don't concede goals. Theo Jaggi, ball played in, Himmelman, unreal reflex save to keep that one out. Easily could have been a goal, and we maintain our lead here. But off the corner kick, could this be another chance? It's down and blocked again. Lovely stuff from our defense. Coming into the second half here, Huger plays through Fabian, twisting and turning, looking for a way through, crack at the top of the box, and it's clean off the defender here. Looking to make more of an impact, Marco Fabian getting involved plenty with possession. Oh, and how about that to find the feet of Florinel Coman in the box, takes a touch, and he can't quite get around his man. Well, we've seen the best of Marco Fabian. Everything is flowing through him, lovely passing sequences, but again, just not quite enough maybe from the rest of the team to capitalize on those chances. And a ball played in our direction now. Himmelman, ooh, a little bit of a nervy one eventually, gets back on that Had me sweating for a minute there, but we maintain our 1-goal lead here. Substitutes coming on. Igal Brook given another chance. Çalhanoğlu out wide. Let's see if we can't go on to score another and really secure this win here. Igal Brook pushing further forwards. Obviously, not going to play as a false 9 for us. It's still going. Outrageous footwork. Igal Brook tests the goalkeeper, and a lovely effort is saved. Easily could have been a second, but you love to see it from the young striker who is desperate to make an impact. I think it's clear that someone's got to step up at striker, and he's giving it every shot here, so we'll give him plenty of chances this season to make the most of it. We eventually see it through a close 1-0 win, probably a little closer than we would have liked, but a solid, mature performance from this team. 3 big points, and although maybe this isn't the way we want to be playing forever, I'd like to see better from the team. It's a good start nonetheless, and I think it's safe to say we're doing well this season. Alright, well, all said and done, we are back into the top half, 9th place on 35 points, and as we come to the tail end of the season, things will come to a wrap next episode, and like I said, we're looking good. We're not really under threat of relegation at this point. Promotion's probably out of reach, so we'll close things down and try to build for next year in the process. There you have it. There's the calendar for the next couple of weeks through the next month towards the end of the season. So that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the meantime, if you've been enjoying this series, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot. And I'll be back next week with the final episode of Season 2. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.